Well, here we are today to talk about the Cold War, and this is my assistant Louis. You'll cut back to Jasam where he talks about his information. So here we are. Life in America during the Cold War era. The Cold War began in 1946 and ended in 1991. Tensions between
Introducing the Cold War era. Following the surrender of Nazi Germany in May 1945, the close of World War II, by 1948 the Soviets had installed left-hand governments. Americans and the British feared the permanent domination of Eastern Europe. The Red Scare and McCarthyism was a series of anti-communism in the U.S. used public accusation, investigation, and persecution of alleged communists. McCarthyism was a period of intense anti-suspicion in the U.S. during the 1950s. The Korean War was a conflict between the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. At least 2.5 million people lost their lives during the Korean War. I could be wrong, but who cares? The war reached international proportions in 1950. Protests at home, they were more minimal compared to Vietnam. Mass protests in South Korea against President Syngman Rhee and the First Republic from April 11 to 26, 1960. Protesting the war in Vietnam meant protesting the war at home. Life at home during the war involved widespread devastation, constant fear, hunger, poverty, and family separation for civilians in Korea. In the U.S., it was characterized by concern, care packages, and less disrupted but often alienating experience for returning soldiers. The space and arms race. Space race brought pioneering launches of artificial satellites, robotic landers to the moon, Venus and Mars, and human spaceflight in low Earth orbit. The arms race is a competitive, escalating buildup of military power and weapons between rival nations driven by mutual suspicion and the desire for strategic advantage. The 60s video was one of the topics on the classroom that we chose to present about on here. Which side of Vietnam was communist? North Vietnam. Where did women strive for peace? New York City and the White House. What was Vietnam's main religion? That was Confucianism. And I think that's all. See ya next time.